Out with the new and in with the old. Okay, welcome back. You know, I always thinking of stupid things to do. We have lots of time on our hands. And it's sunny out today again. So, this has been a contentious issue since the day I bought the trailer. And finally, I found something that I think will work. So, just go get your wife and get her to watch the video. She'll understand totally with me, because very few men will understand me. This fine unit here, this stove, was a contentious issue since day one. It's a Suburban. Almost 90% of the things come with them in it. I'm not saying they're a bad stove. It's just that I don't like it. Now here's why. Because if you're like me that likes making tacos in a bag, or spaghetti sauce, or cooking breakfast, you can't get two things on the top of that stove. You can't get, you got to move them off to the side to get one on. And not both of them will sit on the middle. And that's a pain in the butt. So that's one of the contentious issues I got. That there, and this grate. Look at the grate. This grate was like this like 2 months after we got it. All the color went off it. And now it's just rusty. It looks like it's 40 years old. The other thing is you put electronic ignition on this. So when we show you the one we put in there, we got to figure out how to put electronic ignition on it. So we'll work with that one. The other thing is you have to use pizza stones with this. You can't take this rack out and clean it. And the broiler, it uses a grate instead of a broiler sheet. This one here is about 4 inches higher than the one we put in, but this one is such a pain to use. Like, it takes two of us to light it because you can't look under there and light at the same time. It's impossible. But anyway, it's gone. It's history. As you know, we got Stevie there. We took the stove out of Stevie because we're not going to use a stove in it because it's just going to be like a cabin. All you have to do is make coffee and stuff like that. So we took this one out of Stevie, and I'm going to show you Stevie. We got it all installed and everything. Now, just remember, I want to cook spaghetti and I want to cook the frying pan, and that's how you have to put them. You can't put them right on the burner. Just remember that when we go in and look at the other one. Okay, this is the Magic Chef. This is the one we took out of Stevie. This is 92. Now look at this thing's 92, and the good thing about this, the porcelain is a separate. You take this one off or take this one off. This is 4 burner. Now what I showed you before is you put a pot there, and I put a pot there. And look at the room you got in between. Now it sounds like a pain in the ass, but I'll tell you, when you're making supper, it's a big deal. Because you got to move this one out of the way, and the 4 burner is the way to go. Now the only difference between this one and the one we had is this doesn't have electronic ignition. Now when I took this out, this took what, maybe an hour to put in now, if that, an hour. This line is long enough that I just moved it over. On the other one it's on this side, on this one it's on this side. Everything was there. I didn't cut no lines or nothing. The only thing I did was take this topper off it, because this here folds down flat with the counter, right? So that I had to put on top of the stove. And it put the stove down a little lower, but it didn't. It just put the burners down. But Elle likes it that way, so that's all that mattered. Now, it's 4 burner. Now, this here system had a pilot light system in it here. I'm not a real pilot light freak because if it blows out, you got gas going, right? But I'm not so I took the pilot light system out. We'll put in electronic ignition. I'll go to Canadian Tire and get it, and we'll put it in off a barbecue. I'll show you. That's a whole video in itself. Now look at this. This one's got a glass door on it. This is even nicer. It's got a glass door. I'll use my flashlight here because it's got a flash. Now it's a little shorter than the other one by 4 or 5 inches. But the good part about that, we can put our pots and pans in there now. Now you open this up, and we got this here. We put that in there. Now you only have one rack that only goes 2 spots, right? So we put all now the good thing about this rack comes out, right? This rack comes out. It only has one rack. And the good thing about it is this here comes out. This is over the burner, which the other one never. Now we put pizza stones. We had pizza stones in the other one because you have to have pizza stones to make it work right, or it just burns everything. So now see this one, this burner here, it is small and it goes around in a circle. The other one's a long one, and it always took forever to get the thing to light, right? See this one here, it don't take nothing at all. As you'll notice, when we light it, it just lights right up. You put it to pilot light. We keep it off pilot light. We don't put it on pilot light. Now you watch when this lights up, how it goes all the way around there. The other one would be blowing air and everything. This one here, it doesn't. There, now you just clear the click down, it'll come on. This one here, you can hear it click. The other one, you didn't. But this one, see, it just lights up around. Now, see how it lit all the way around right now? The other one, it lit and it would blow out and everything. This one here lit all the time. And the other one would cut out and cut in, and it was not very good. This one here doesn't do that. See, that's what I like about this one. So, yeah. And this one here, we turn it right off and it goes right out. And then this shelf is spring loaded, so you put it in there and it goes way back in the back there. That's in, just like that. That's what we like about this. And the other one with the door was kind of bent. I don't know how that happened, but anyway. And this one, it's just, this one, the other one leaked around the door all the time. It was super hot in here. This one here seals up. So that's why we went to that system. I know a lot of people are wondering, what in the hell would he take a 2015 stove out and put in a 92? Well, that's why. And that's a big reason why is the 4-burner is a lot more room on the top compared to 3-burner. I'm not a 3-burner person, I'll tell you that right now. But that's the stove. We took it out, put it in. Now, the funny part about this is that we had such a problem trying to get that Suburban to light all the time that it took 2 of us to get it lit. Mind you, when it worked not bad, but it's nothing perfect. So this one here, I took it out of a Stevie and I put it in the back of the golf cart, hooked it up to a 20-pound ball, and I ran it outside. And it ran just perfect, lit right up. So I'm not saying Magic Chef's better than the Suburban. All I'm saying is you see it, you make your decision. And I like this because when I'm making tacos in a bag or spaghetti sauce or cooking supper, I can cook 1 frying pan there, potatoes and something else. I can have 4 burners going. Where that one you can't do it. So I'll leave that with you. I hope you got something out of it. I know a lot of the guys are probably shaking their head wondering, what the hell is he doing now? But if you're a woman cooking on this stove, you probably cursed it 1,000 times. But anyway, I'll leave that with you, and I'll talk to you later.